Friends, in 1787, the Constitution Convention presented its results that became our charter of our federal government. 1789, it actually went into effect. And what we're dealing with here is one of the 7 articles that comprise the original Constitution. And Article 5 describes 2 ways, 2 methodologies by which our federal Constitution can be amended. One is by Congress, and the other is by what would be considered a convention of states to propose amendments. And what this bill does here, it helps North Carolina join the other 19 states that have already accepted and passed this resolution word for word. It has 3 components to it. One is to provide term limits. And some of you may remember from last year, the House and the Senate did pass a House joint resolution calling for a convention of states just to deal with term limits. It passed both the House and the Senate, is enacted now. So term limits would be one part of this. The other would be imposing fiscal restraints upon the federal government. And the third item would be, I've done it so much, I can't even remember the third one.
It's called a senior moment.
I'm glad I'm doing it with you.
I'm right there with you.
I'm sorry. And put some restraints upon the federal government's power and reach. That's what it is. So it's term limits, fiscal restraints, and the power and reach of the federal government. So this is something that has been in the Constitution, this Article 5 methodology from the very beginning. This is not something that was added on recently. This is not a novel idea. This is not something that we just pulled out of our hat. This is something that was embedded in the original Constitution in 1787. And it was designed to give the states an opportunity to put in corrections to the national government by way of amendments if the federal government was becoming rather obtuse and not paying attention. So this is something that we as state legislators, I want you all to appreciate this. We have the power to initiate amendments being made to the Constitution. We don't have to sit by and wait for Washington to get it right. We actually have a role here. And I think it would be legislative malpractice if we did not, at this stage of the game and the condition our nation is in right now, I think it would be legislative malpractice if we did not rise up and seize every possible opportunity and means by which to control what seems to be an increasingly out of control federal government. You know, in 2020, our national debt was $24 trillion. How much is a trillion? How much is a billion? A million. Well, 1 million seconds ago was about 11 days. 1 billion seconds ago was about 30 days. And 1 trillion seconds ago was 32,000 years ago. Our national debt has grown from 24 trillion in 2012-20 today to 36 trillion. Now, if you think that's sustainable and that's not a problem, well, you're living in a fantasy world. That is a problem and it has to be addressed. And we can utilize the path of Article 5, Convention of States, to propose amendments to rein in the out of control spending of the federal government.